we are going to Sam's. We have a tiny grocery haul to make, not a big one, but I'm also gonna go through a couple of the aisles and see what keto-friendly items they have. I was talking to someone recently who said they saw an entire keto section at Sam's, so I'm curious to see what that is. I have a sort of less cooking week than normal. I'm just doing Monday through Thursday dinners. This weekend is gonna be a bit off, but I'm gonna show you what's on the menu and take you grocery shopping with me. I do want to mention that all of the meals we're going to have this week at my house are straight out of my e-cookbook, Big Easy Keto. I'll put a link down below. It's available on datketolady.com. There are 63 recipes in the cookbook, and they range from breakfast to dinners, sides, desserts, and a few dressing recipes, hot chocolate, just really good recipes in there. And as a total bonus, you can get the ingredients most of the time at Walmart, Sam's, or your local grocery store. There are no crazy ingredients that you're gonna have to scour the internet for or order from Amazon. You can get them locally. And that was a main point when I was writing the cookbook. I wanted y'all to be able to just make the recipes. So everyday recipes that the whole family will enjoy, and easy to make. They're not gonna keep you over the stove in the kitchen cooking for hours on end. You're gonna have dinner together and on the table in no time flat. So here's what we have on the menu: shrimp Alfredo, fajitas, hot dogs and chili, pork chops, cheesy broccoli, and with all of these, we're most likely going to have a salad, or at least with half of them. I just have a short grocery list this week. I am not buying anything that's not on the list if I can help it. I am going to stick to it and stick to the budget and make it happen. This is a new find for our Sam's. This is almond butter, and if you look at the ingredients, it's just almonds and salt, 3 net carbs per 2 tablespoons, and it's a big jar. Unfortunately, there's no price listed though. This is another great find at Sam's. It is $9.92, but it is a giant thing of crumbled bacon. It's 0 net carbs, and it is a giant bag. This would be perfect for throwing in eggs or on top of your salads. Super good item. This is another good keto find. These are like just plain Parmesan crisps. Have 0 carbs, relatively clean ingredients. These would be perfect in soups, on your salads, or if you're looking for something like a chip replacement, a crunchy snack, these are a really good option. Coconut oil in mass quantities, but at a super good price. This is the coconut oil that I use whenever I am cooking, and I also use it periodically in my hair whenever it's dry, just as a coconut oil treatment. I have almonds, and this is a giant bag. It's less than $12. Almonds are totally good for keto, but you just want to sit down and measure it out. You don't want to take this whole bag and just go to town, because that could add up in carbs. And then they have a nice selection of pecans. Walnuts are a very good option. They are relatively low in carbs. For 1/4 of a cup, there are only 2 net carbs, and these are a great snack too to have on hand. This is the first time I'm seeing the Fiesta brand fajita seasoning at Sam's. I normally would buy this at Walmart, but this is an awesome standalone seasoning for Mexican dishes. Really good and relatively good ingredients. We are always having the debate in the keto community as to whether or not things like garlic and onions and all that other stuff counts as carbs. Honestly, for one teaspoon, it's 1 net carb. This is gonna last a long time, and no, I do not add that into my carb count whenever I'm cooking with something like this, because I'm not sitting down, actually just eating it by the spoonful, and it's essentially just a seasoning. I get asked quite often what kind of hot dogs I use. I use basic Oscar Mayer. These are like $4.48 for a pack of 30. They freeze really well because obviously I don't need 30 at a time. It is 1 carb per hot dog. It works for us. I'm not encouraging you to use it if you don't want to, but I don't have a problem with it. I don't need any butter today, but this is the brand of butter that I buy. I always get salted butter, and it's the Member's Mark. I ain't going in for no Kerrygold and high dollar butter. This has always been fine for me, and when I need it, this is what I get. I get this heavy whipping cream, and today I don't need any, but this is the half and half that I get. Again, it's the Sam's Member's Mark brand, and it is delicious. Whenever I need almond milk, I make sure I get the vanilla flavored because it's just better. This is the Member's Mark, and you can see it says unsweetened on here. It comes in a 2-pack, and it's like $5.48. So this is the brand and kind that I get. We're having fajitas one night this week, so I'm picking up these bell peppers. It's way more than I'm gonna use, but bell peppers freeze really well. So I'm gonna get them in bulk and then freeze the ones that I don't use. I love these cucumbers. I think they store really well in the refrigerator, and I use them every day in my salads. Regular old iceberg lettuce for 2 heads, it's $1.76. This is what I use in my salads every night of the week. If I thought the price of the strawberries at Walmart was high, look at the price at Sam's. Good grief. No, we're gonna pass on this. This is a new find for our Sam's, riced cauliflower, and same macros and everything. Cauliflower and salt are the only ingredients. 2 net carbs, $7.98. That's a good deal. It's a big bag of zoodles, and that's all there is in it. It's $10.98. That is a really good deal, even though I don't like zoodles. I love that they have the giant thing of riced cauliflower. Or the Jimmy Dean egg white delight omelet. There's only 3 carbs per omelet. This would be a great thing to keep in the freezer for breakfast during the work week and things like that. A really quick grab and go option. I don't need any this week, but if I ever need a pork loin, I always get it at Sam's, because for this giant pork loin, it's less than $11, and I would cut this into at least 2 to 3 meals and then freeze it individually. I mean, that breaks down into really cheap prices. If you buy them in the smaller portions, it's always more expensive, so it takes nothing to cut this. Or if I wanted the thick cut pork chops, I would buy this, cut it into 2 or 3, and then if I didn't want to cook a whole pork loin, then I would just take whatever portion and cut it into my thick chops. Still the best bang for your buck. Getting these chicken breasts because they'll be perfectly fine for the fajitas that we're having this week. We're finished up at Sam's. I spent $95. I got everything on my list except for the avocado oil. I will have to get that at a different store. That's one of those items that's totally hit or miss. There's no guarantee that Sam's is ever gonna have anything. And for some reason, they keep rearranging the store, so I feel like I'm lost when I go in there. But anyway, I still have to get avocado oil and shrimp because we're having shrimp Alfredo this week. I did get a bunch of things in bulk, obviously, since I was at Sam's, but they're gonna last me longer than just a week. The same time, I still got everything I needed for this week. So after I get the avocado oil and the shrimp, I will probably be at a total of $130 for the week. That is really not bad for a family of 3. We will have everything we need and then some, and keto doesn't have to be expensive. And that's the point of me sharing these weekly grocery hauls with y'all, because I want to show you that you don't have to break the bank to eat whole food in its original form, and you can still live on a budget while having delicious, wholesome food. So when I get back to the house, I'll show you a rundown of everything that I got. I'm gonna go over everything that I got at the grocery except for the bottled water, which is already put away. It's too heavy to lift up on the counter anyway. So I got some gallon-sized Ziploc bags, iceberg lettuce. I use this in my salads, some bananas for my son, heavy whipping cream. I got the giant bag of riced cauliflower, minced garlic, hot dogs, bell peppers, a giant bag of croutons. All the non-keto stuff is stuff for my son. I got some pizzas for the kids since they're off of school this week, some Honeycrisp apples because the strawberries were so expensive, some milk for the kids, the unsweetened almond milk, the big pack of chicken breast, and the cucumbers. And this is going to be multiple meals. This will last for several weeks. That will last for a long time. This is the first time I bought that many croutons. I have no idea how long that's going to last. This will last a good month. That will probably last a week. This will last a couple of months. This will last the next couple of times that we eat hot dogs. Well, more than couple. But anyway, so I did spend $95 on all of this, but it's not just for 1 week. I will also have some meat away in the freezer, you know, things like that. So that's the grocery haul from Sam's. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing it all. The chicken breast that I got at Sam's, whenever I buy meat like that in a big package, when I come home, I always break it down into meals. So out of that 1 package of chicken breast, I have 3 dinners. It was $12. So that's only $4 for the protein part of our meal, which is a phenomenal deal. These chicken breasts are huge. And I just wanted to share with you what I do. Now I'll just put them in the freezer and they're ready, you know, to go in the correct portions when it's time to cook them.